I'm more worried about the future of NATO. Less I'm worried about Greenland in this respect. I'm not worried about an invasion of Greenland. I'm worried about erosion in NATO and our relationship to NATO. And Trump seems unaware that the United States provides about a sixth of the annual common budget in NATO. I quite literally don't think he's aware of that. So there's some education that may need to be put in there. But no, that was a remarkable speech for its unremarkableness.
Governor Newsom, you called that a remarkable speech. You were obviously named by President Trump during that speech.
Yeah.
What was your reaction to what he had to say about you?
None. I think he said something very different last night. I didn't hear new scum. I heard new green scam. But I mean, come on, it was remarkably boring. It was remarkably insignificant. He was never going to invade Greenland. It was never real. So that was always a fade. And so he says, well, we should negotiate. Well, everybody here has been willing to negotiate for a year. So it had fire and fury signified absolutely nothing. Even by Trump standards, I was rather curious. And there was boorish parts of it, but those were not even that consequential, including name-checking people he likes, people he didn't like. So, I was a little disappointed. It was a little nonplussed.
Did it stand out to you that he said Iceland multiple times when he was talking about Greenland?
And that every time a windmill turns, it costs $1,000. A lot of stuff stands out. None of this is normalized. There's a normalization of deviancy and consciousness and, comments and commentary. No other president, he's held to the curve. He's graded on a curve. I mean, it's really some jaw-dropping and remarkable statements that just, fly in the face of facts and evidence and common sense. So, but they're so, you've heard them over and over and over again. Again, for the European audience, that may have been a new speech. My God, there wasn't anything new about that speech for the American audience. The only thing that was new is he said he's willing to negotiate, but wait a sec, that's not new either, because EU's been saying we've wanted to negotiate for over a year.
You criticized world leaders when you got here, saying that some of these European leaders have capitulated to the president.
In the past.
You said you should have brought knee pads. What have you heard from them since then?
A lot. I heard a surprising number say, glad you made those comments. The exact opposite of what you might expect. They needed to hear those comments and to know that people in America have that point of view and perspective. And so I was very...
Do you want to name names?
Absolutely, but I'm not. But I would love to. And I thought yesterday's comments by Prime Minister Carney were effective, and Macron's comments, obviously the EU President's comments were effective, and they helped shape, but the markets more so, what Trump said today and how Trump said it. It's not even, all of this is so simple, so basic, it's not complex. And so, markets are back. Gold is still running higher. So there's some medium and long-term uncertainty.
But last question for me. You think that he changed talking about military forces in Greenland because the markets were affected?
I don't think the military force was ever real in the first place. But I think the tone reflected deep anxiety here. Bessent, you talk about him, reflecting the anxiety he heard from everybody. I mean, all the business leaders, reflected in the markets when they opened, reflected in the comments of the leadership here yesterday in 3 critical speeches. I think reflected a tonality of this speech. And so in every way it didn't surprise me at all, except for how just redundant it seemed to be with what he always says.
Thank you, Governor.